You could thank me now.
What I'm going to say may shock a lot of football fans out there, but here's 5 reasons why the Eagles won't make the playoffs. Number 5, the NFC Conference. Looking at the NFC Conference as a whole, we have to take in consideration of so many teams that are still good. We have the Falcons, who still have their main core for their offense. The LA Rams, who just got better by having Brandon Cooks and Ndamukong Suh, Marcus Peters, and Aqib Talib. It's clear that this team is trying to make a Super Bowl run. There's also the Vikings, who added Kirk Cousins. The Packers have Aaron Rodgers coming back, and we all know that Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to light the league up. I'm just saying, guys, is it possible for the Eagles to conquer these same NFC teams again? I don't know. It's not like these teams got weaker or anything like that. So that's something to take into consideration, because the NFC conference is very stacked, much like the NBA Western Conference, as I like to compare it to. There's a lot of top tier football teams out there, and it's kind of hard to see that the Eagles could repeat that same magical run. Well, not magical, but that same outstanding run they had with Carson Wentz. And speaking of Carson Wentz, number 4. Injuries, guys. We all saw what happened to Carson Wentz against the LA Rams. I believe he tore his ACL and MCL, which we all know as a quarterback that has the ability to run and extend plays, that can be very detrimental to him, and he may have to change his playing style. We don't know yet, but I'm going to assume that the front office and the Eagles organization as a whole wants Carson Wentz to play quote-unquote smart and not try to extend plays, because if he re-injures anything again, who knows what could happen to him, guys. I mean, they have to kind of take a slow approach with Carson Wentz, see how he's going to play, and not like let him unleash him, fully, because, when you get out that pocket, guys, as a running quarterback, anything can happen to you. Just ask Robert Griffin III when he did the same thing against the Baltimore Ravens, broke his leg, and he was never the same again, guys. So that's something we have to take in consideration with the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz's injury, and he is supposed to be on track to becoming healthy, and he should be ready, but they're going to tell him to play a little bit different. He's going to have to change his playing style a little bit. Alright, guys, I'm going to give this off to my man Will, who is an excellent NFL analyst and YouTuber. He's going to give you the other reasons why the Eagles won't make the playoffs. Take it away, Will.
Thanks, Derek. The number 3 reason is going to be loss of coaches. Their offensive coordinator, Frank Wright, left to be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and their quarterback coach, John DeFilippo, left to be the offensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings. Now, that could affect the chemistry of their offense that they had last year, and that was a big part of their Super Bowl success. Now, this could also be nothing and not affect them at all, but Frank Wright and John DeFilippo were 2 important parts of their offense, and with Carson Wentz and Foles being there again, it could be a change to have 2 different coaches. Now, the number 2 reason is going to be the NFC East. Now, we never see an NFC East winner repeat very often. Last year, it was the Cowboys. The year before, it was the Giants. You don't see a lot of the same teams in that division go back-to-back and win. Now, a lot of the teams in the NFC East are going to be healthier. You have the Giants. If they stay healthy, they're a very dominant team. The year before, they were 11-5 and in the playoffs. The same with the Cowboys. If Zeke doesn't have any off-the-field drama and he's there for all 16 games, the Cowboys will be very dominant. And also with the Redskins, they added a very underrated quarterback in Alex Smith. They upgraded their run game with Darius Geis. Their whole division is going to be very stacked, and it could be very hard for the Eagles to repeat as division winners. Now, the final reason the Eagles won't make the playoffs will be quarterback controversy. Now, despite what you may think, the Eagles do not win a Super Bowl if not for Nick Foles. He played lights out in the playoffs. He played 2 top defenses in Atlanta and especially Minnesota. And Minnesota especially, he lit them up. Now, Carson Wentz played like an MVP the whole season when he was playing. That's no denying that. But they do not get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl without Nick Foles playing at the MVP level that he did. Now, you have to be like Nick Foles and put yourself in his shoes and think, I just won MVP. I just won the Super Bowl. why should I go back to the bench? Yes, that was his role before, but the fact that he has that capability in him to win a big game like that, don't you think if you were a player like that, you would want to be a starting quarterback again? Carson Wentz not being 100%, that could cause some real quarterback controversy. I'm Will the Thrill, and those are mine and Derek's 5 reasons why the Eagles will not make the playoffs in 2018. Make sure to subscribe to both of our YouTube channels, and we'll see you next time.